Live from Radio Row at the beautiful Mandalay Casino and Resort at Super Bowl 58 in Las Vegas, it's the Geary, Stein, and Steven Show with your co-host, Troy Geary. And yes, even Will Stein is here. And of course, your host, fresh off his one-man, legless tribute to Elvis Presley, the hardest working man in show business this week, Dave Stevens.
Hi again, everybody. Dave Stevens for the Geary, Stein, and Stevens Show. And you know what? There's no more football, but we can't stop getting our fix of professional sports. So Troy said, hey, let's jump in a car and head down to the Valley of the Sun and check out the Phoenix Suns. So here we are, seeing the Kings.
Yeah, I mean, we've been here last year for opening night. Now this first time I'm covering Suns for media, so should be a great night.
And speaking of opening night and the entire week at the Super Bowl, it was unbelievable, and it was just amazing to see the amount of love from the celebrities and people that came on our show. Who are some of the great names that come to mind that appeared on the show?
I mean, we had Wayne Newton. I mean, classic. Let me think here. Oh, man, I talked to
Kathy Ireland,
RG3. Rob Gronkowski made a cameo. Gordy, his brother. I mean, we had so many. I mean, I talked to Magic Johnson, Joy Taylor. Dave had Doug Flutie. I mean, it was. I can't think of all. There was just too many of them. A lot of stars, a lot of athletes. I went to the team hotels both days. Talked to the 49ers and Chiefs.
Absolutely. Check these out, and don't forget to follow Geary, Stein, and Stevens on all platforms. Roll that tape. Here in Las Vegas, and you are looking live at Radio Row. We have got set up here, and we've got our crew. Hi, Clay. We got Clay Rankin over there working the camera here, and you're looking at everybody getting set up here at Radio Row. Of course, we've got Will Stein in person. We got Troy Geary in person, and then myself, Dave Stevens. And as I said, we're getting things ready here on Radio Row.
And once I got into my 30s, I realized, man, this ain't going to happen with a band. I'm way too old to be famous that way. So I thought, well, I got a shot at being a famous ventriloquist. Who would have thought? Famous ventriloquist? I didn't think there was such a thing. Well, there's famous puppets, right? Like me. Right, like him.
Did you think that the NFL would have this when you started? The revenue and the salary cap and the money involved in the NFL would be where it is today?
I don't think anybody had that kind of foresight to anticipate what would happen. I never dreamed that I would be a commissioner of any sport, much less the greatest sport in America, the most popular sport, and one of the most popular around the world. So, I had played basketball in my early days. I went to college on a basketball scholarship, but to be involved at all with the NFL, and much less as commissioner, was something I never dreamed would happen. But it was a great honor to be able to do that. And,
Hi, Troy.
Hey, Dave. How you doing?
Good, and we've got our guest already jumped in here as you take a look at the set. Where's Will out there, Jeff? I don't see Will. We can take a look at Radio Row. There's Will. Will Stein is also here on Radio Row. The legendary Nick Lowry, who kicked for so many years for the Kansas City Chiefs. First question, Nick, before we get to the man sitting next to you. Why aren't kickers in the Hall of Fame? And a guy like you, why aren't you in the Hall of Fame?
Well, it's not really the best place for me to talk about it, but let's just say that even to this day, thanks for asking the question, people think I followed Jan Stenerud. Clark Hunt, the actual owner for the Chiefs now, Lamar Hunt's son, was charting me every day against Jan Stenerud, and I had to outkick him and kick his you-know-what every day. And then Marv Levy, God bless him, had the courage to let go of Jan Stenerud, who went on to play six more years, went to the Packers, then the Vikings. And so I beat him out. I beat out the first kicker who ever went to the Hall of Fame, and then I had a better percentage at every single level than a guy that kicked 20 years indoors who deserves to be in the Hall of Fame too, Morton Anderson. So it's crazy. I think if we'd gone to a Super Bowl, that probably would have helped, but I still feel blessed. I mean,
galvanizes for women in sports, but at the end of the day, if you were in a boot camp or a workshop or a seminar, you would say this has nothing to do with sports, because really it's all about helping women find their confidence, and it's helping them find their confidence in themselves and in each other. And I just wanted to make sure, as you know, when I was a young reporter, I had no confidence. My first Super Bowl was in 1992, and I was in over my head, and I came in with no confidence, and I left with less, if possible. And so I look back at that time here and just go, oh, I would have killed to have somebody to be able to say, help. You know, that I keep being told nobody cares what I say. I keep being told that nobody wants to hear what you say. Nobody wants to see you. Why are you here?
I know there's been some rumors maybe we come back to the Raiders. I'm not going to talk about specifics, but this point in your career, you've done college, you've done NFL. Are you just looking for the right place to be at this point?
That's really important to me. You know, I'm on the backside of this coaching opportunity in my career. I mean, it's been great. I'm having a lot of fun. But, you know, I would love for it to be someplace where I've been, where it's a group of people that I know.
Look, you know, I wrote a book last year called Unbreakable, where I talk about my mental health issues, and I have clinical depression, anxiety, ADHD, bipolar. Like I had to do everything, and I really want to kind of give it words in layman's terms. I'm not your doctor, I'm not your teacher, I'm not your parent, I'm not clergy, but as a dude, a doodly dude who goes through these things, and you know, I have. The more I can open up and talk about these, man, the more my friends have leaned into me, not the other way. Even my work, they leaned into me. And now I don't have to suffer in silence, but with the ADHD, I'm here for a company called Kelbury, a drug called Kelbury. I was one of the first adults diagnosed with adult ADD on the East Coast of America in 1989. Back then, they put me on Ritalin. And this is my journey, not everybody else's. But, man, it gave me these really big peaks and valleys. You know, I got really up, but then, man, I went really down. And with depression, when you go down, it's
How good do I look in that coat, huh?
Beautiful, brother. You look amazing.
We are spending a little time not with one guest. We've got Troy Geary.
How you doing?
And we've got the former punky QB known as McMahon joining us, Jim McMahon. Kyle Turley taking a little time here to talk about Revenant and all of the stuff that goes with it, all of the things that you guys are doing this weekend. Hi again, everybody. Dave Stevens here, where the Super Bowl will take place on Sunday, but tonight it's opening night. The Chiefs are here. The 49ers are here. It's an opportunity for the media to have all kinds of one-on-ones. In fact, Troy Geary is standing by with a Chief right now.
I'm here with Dion Bush.
Well, Charlie, here we are.
Donovan Smith. Donovan,
Tech 9 doesn't get any better than that.
what is your favorite game day snack?
Game day snack, that's a good one. I usually have like a grape Uncrustables at halftime, or some like the carbohydrate gummies that we get during halftime. Those are my favorite.
Are you ready to date a famous singer sometime this year?
Well, I'm married to a lovely woman, my wife Erica. We've been married for a year and a half and welcomed our first son into the world. So I am more than happy and have the most wonderful woman in the world.
Here with Sam Darnold, quarterback for the 49ers.
Do this interview. You're super tall. I wish I had your legs.
Troy and I are going to be back in just a second. We got to pay a few bills, so don't go away. You're watching Geary, Stein, and Stevens.
Serendipity Yacht Cruises and Events wants you to come party with us in 2024. Mark your calendar for Saturday, May 4th, because we're calling all Star Wars fans with a costume contest and an awesome Star Wars prize. Then on Saturday, August 10th, it's a Hollywood night of dreams with music, games, contests, and surprises. Both parties will be at the beautiful South Shore Harbor Resort with amazing food, fun activities, live entertainment, and a cash bar, plus some additional surprises. Saturday, May 4th and Saturday, August 10th. Come party with us. SYCE. More than a yacht, it's serendipity.
Hi, everybody. Dave Stevens here for the Geary, Stein, and Stevens Show from Tropicana Field, home of the Tampa Rays. And you know what? Not everybody can be a Major League Baseball player, but you can look like $1 million. What's the best way to do that? Well, go to freshcleanthreads.com. Don't believe me? That's right, you can look professional, feel good, and not spend a lot of money by wearing Fresh Clean Threads. They have amazing shirts. They've got Henleys and polos, long sleeves, and even bomber jackets. And if you like them, you can save some money by typing in the show code GSS SHOW from the Geary, Stein, and Stevens Show to save 20% off. So if you can't be a major leaguer and you want to dress like one, well, go to freshcleanthreads.com. That's freshcleanthreads.com. Tell them Dave sent you. Use that code GSS SHOW.
They can strike anytime or anywhere. You can have one while giving a speech at your best friend's wedding or in the middle of your uncle's funeral. It's called a wingasm, and it occurs when you bet and win with MyBookie. And this football season, enjoy more wingasms than ever with new features like early cash out. So you can pull out and enjoy an early wingasm, then bet those funds immediately. Tired of waiting all day for your money? We've increased the speed of bet settlement. And with enhanced game lines and live betting and streaming, you can bet right up until kickoff, then place more bets during the game. Oh, and what would a new season be without our $100,000 Survivor contest? And a super contest with a cash pot of $250,000. Have more wingasms more often with MyBookie.
This is Gary Stein and Stevens from the Dollar Loan Center. Dave, I mean, we talked to a lot of people about this game. Give your thoughts of, the guys we spoke to.
Wow, there were so many, and we're excited to show you everything.
And giving back to first responders was something I wanted to be a part of. So, yeah, NFL honors. I know everybody's having a good time, but we're going to have a great time giving back to the community and giving back to the people who helped give us the freedoms that we have today. So,
well, I know the veterans here. Thank you for that. We thank you for being here, and good luck tonight.
I appreciate you. And hey, that shoe swag is legit now.
Yeah,
okay,
I learned that from you.
Doesn't get much better than this. I'm surrounded by Hollywood royalty. So, there's sitcoms, there's everybody, but it's so great to be here and be around you guys. So, what are we going to see from you tonight? We never saw your moves on The Office.
We're going to see explosiveness. You've seen me shoot the rock. Today, you're going to see me dominate on the football field.
And you don't have an entourage with you tonight, so are you going to be one-on-one?
Yeah, but my turtle over here. Yeah, but we got E over here.
But good-looking guys, though. You usually have good-looking guys around.
Ooh, you cut them deep.
Talking about me. Come on.
Beard, man. He's not wrong. You're not wrong.
You're in everything anyway, so are you just here to what are you promoting now?
It's not everything. It's because I'm in it anyway.
And are you going to do some preview stuff for Fox or anything going on with the game?
I will make the prediction. Kansas City Chiefs by 10. Kansas City Chiefs by 10. 31.
Do you have enough to go Hail Mary from one end to the other?
Actually, I just said this to Lisa, runs this, Lisa Levine, Celebrity Sweat. I said, hey, these little toy footballs and a 50-yard field, I got an arm again. I can throw from end to end. It's like we're back.
One play, 3 seconds left. Doug Flutie looking way down the field, chunking it to the end zone. It's caught! Madison! It's like Boston College over Miami all over again.
Hey, it's Tom Kennedy, the voice of SpongeBob SquarePants. On behalf of my lawyers, Geary, Stein, and Stevens, I just want to say congratulations on 100 wonderful episodes.
That's right. Here we are at Stallone's restaurant here are we in Nevada? I don't even know what town this is. It's Las Vegas. It's still Las Vegas. We're far off the strip, but we are here tonight at Stallone's restaurant, a cavalcade of stars.
How's it going, everybody? I'll be lots of this. We got underneath Dave's table. He has one of these. Red Solo Cup. I fill you up. Let's have a party. Let's have a party.
Well, Troy, what's your favorite Kenny Mayne moment? Do you remember?
Man, I mean, not to mention all the commercials. I mean, those are still some of my favorites. Let me think here.
The ESPN one?
Oh yeah, all those ones. I mean, you guys, whoever was. I mean, you were back in that time, and whoever was the creative writing on that was. There was some
people in New York, but my favorite. I had a couple, but one was with Stuart Scott, and it was called the Big Buddy Program. And the funny part is, we would shoot those commercials on the workday, right? Like you had to be at 4 o'clock to go for the 11 o'clock show. And like, hey, it's 6 o'clock. We need to get down to the cafeteria. We're shooting that hour. And you'd be doing this silly commercial. Then you'd go back to your real job. But it was so fun. Everybody wanted to be in them. They were so silly and ridiculous and popular.
It's done at ESPN.
All right, buddy. I'm up.
Oh.
You got to go.
Holy cow! Wow, we've got a Disney star here.
Oh, my gosh.
Who have I got here next to me?
My name is Ryan Ochoa, and yes, like you already said, I would say former Disney star.
Well, yes.
Many moons ago.
And you got another project coming.
You got Selena and the Jonas Brothers. I mean, now we are Brett Ramer, Taint. I mean, it's a great restaurant. I mean, if you're in Las Vegas, if anybody come down to Stallone's. He's got 2 locations. They're both beautiful.
autograph pictures on the wall you can buy. I mean, if you're a sports fan, you're just going to be in
There's a
heaven.
lot of great stuff in here, and a great athlete. This guy, people don't realize it. You know, they just think he just grows guppies and throws.
Hey, this is Joe, and I just want you to know that you're listening to the Gary, Stein, and Steven show. So pay attention.
All right, here we are at this amazing Ditka and Jaws Cigars with the stars and our friends at La Fralanza. Have given us these amazing cigars. We had a box and they're gone. Everybody here has been coming up and they say this is one of the best cigars. It's not even supposed to be here, and now they're going crazy.
Rod Jaworski, Brian Urlacher, Warren Sapp. Everybody loves these cigars. So if you go to LaFralanzaCigars.com, use the code GS20, you get 20% off of one of their boxes. I mean, these things, like I said, we put them down and they were gone in seconds. Everybody loves them. I mean, this is a great event, too.
I know, but holy cow, and I haven't smoked one yet. I haven't even gotten to taste it. They're just out of the Dominican Republic. They've just released them, and again, it's a labor of love for these guys that put this together. So I'm excited to have them be a part of the Super Bowl, and in fact, they were the biggest hit here, and I wish we had more boxes.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you know, they just started producing these things, and they cannot keep them produced fast enough around the shelf. They're just keep going out. But they're ramping up production, so they're going to be everywhere soon. So get yours today. Go to their website, LaFralanzaCigars.com. Use the code GSS20 for 20% off a great box of 10 cigars.
All right, let's go find Jaws and light this baby up.
I'm excited to light it.
I'm a little older now. I'm senior assistant, but working for AP and so happy that he's our head coach, and he really did a great job setting the tone for us, and great things are ahead for sure for our team, and we're looking forward to playing and competing and beating Kansas City and the Chargers and the Broncos.
And we've got also an old friend of the show joining us, sitting next to him, of course, Rob Mendez. Coach Rob, this was from Los Angeles last year. It's great to see you and have you here. So what has life been like for you the last year?
I've been getting my tan on down in San Diego by the beaches, and no, I'm just kidding. You know what? We just finished the season, and I've really kind of just appreciated finding a best friend. I have a girlfriend. We've been dating for a little over a year now, and I instead of watching ESPN or NFL Network, I'm hanging out, going to the farmers market, or so it's been a great off season, and I'm really enjoying my downtime with my girlfriend.
Hall of Famer, football legend, producer, philanthropist, so many things. Arena football quarterback too. Don't want to forget those grocery days.
That. That's right. Good
Kurt
times.
Warner joining us for a couple of minutes. So you've been on both sides of this now, playing in it and now walking around Radio Row. Which is more fun?
Well, being in it is always going to be more fun. But I do love the fact that I still get to cover the game, and I love this week. That it brings everything together. And, as I was talking about those bingo moments, I think about that as I was preparing for my game, is that, man, I wanted to make that special play, that game-changing play. Who's going to be that guy or those guys this weekend that kind of etch their name in history or make that highlight play that is played every single year around this time. So I love talking about the game. I love waiting to watch the game to see who's going to be the stars of the game. So it's exciting to be around it, whether you're playing in it or whether you're covering it.
Oh, yeah, there I am in my golden Elvis duds here. And of
like
course,
that.
hey, a little flair of
That's
Elvis.
a good entrance.
That's
I like
my
that.
legless Elvis impersonation.
That's beautiful.
You're Carrot Top, I'm No Bottom. That's my new
No,
act,
geez.
so. All right, we're spending a little time. I love if you can make a comedian laugh. That's a win-win for me. But Scott Thompson joining us, better known as Carrot Top. And Scott, are you the mayor of Vegas?
I'm
you are
not
Wayne Newton.
officially a mayor. No, yes, I'm not officially the mayor. People always say to me that I could be. Like, you should be the mayor of Vegas. Yeah, I might be too much to respond. I might have to get up early for that job. Like, this week,
You've been up early. How do you stay relevant when it comes to comedy has changed? You can't make fun of certain people.
Yeah, I mean,
I
it's kinda
can't
been
say
that-
I'm Forrest Gimp. I can't do those kind of things.
Unfortunately, I've been through I've been 40 years of comedy, and I have seen it change. And I go back and I look at some of the things that I used to do on even network shows like the Tonight Show on NBC or Regis and Kathy Lee. If I go back and relook at I probably would not be allowed to do that. So that has changed, and you just try to have to change with the time. You just kind of come up with things that will work, and it does. There is times where I'm like, man,
Like you're doing
I miss
Michael
the old-
Jackson or
I miss
something.
the old days where I could do something where I could not
Put a
get
glove on.
yelled at, or something. But yeah, there definitely comedy has changed.
All right,
But
I know
try to
you
be
got to
relevant.
go. So can we get a quick prediction? You have any interest or skin in the
The
game?
red team, totally the red team's going to win this, right? There's 2 red teams. I made red. No one had red. Every president had blue. I'm the only one that knows red. So that's Trump with a cold. So let me tell you, I have a Trump with a bad cold. Carrot tops are orange. They're not orange. They're green. Top of a carrot's green. This doesn't make any sense. Great. I'll leave in one last thing I thought of since I've been here. So they're going to put the stadium's going to hold. They're going to put 70,000 people in Allegiant Stadium, right? 70,000 people in there with one usher. Good luck.
Going to say anything other than we have one of the greatest living entertainers in the history of music, and I think he owns the state of Nevada. In fact, runs Las Vegas. Mr. Wayne Newton joining us here on Radio Row. I can't believe you're here, and I have to say that probably the biggest thing you've ever done was getting your start on the Wallace and Ladmo show as a young man. You remember that?
In Phoenix.
Yes.
You got it. I got to tell you that the gentleman who owned the station there, Cool Television, Tom Chauncey, became like my adopted grandfather. And we were friends right on up until he passed away.
That little kid getting his music start, hanging around with Gerald and Boffo the Clown and all those. Everybody's sitting here watching this going, who the heck is Wallace and Ladmo? But as a kid growing up in Arizona, watching your career as a young man. So how have you had such great longevity that you're still walking around here at Las Vegas?
I believe that it's the fact that I came here to Las Vegas and I got hit with, I was 15 years old. I got hit with 6 shows a night, 6 nights a week for 5 years. And if it can happen to you as a performer, it happens in those lounges. Everything from people undressing to people getting sick and passing away and all of that. So if I had to give credit to anything, it would be the fact that I came up here. But Phoenix certainly gave me the opportunity as a result of Mr. Johnson.
And you've been doing it so long, people are throwing panties and things. Now it depends, but I mean, you've been doing it so long and you still have those skills. I mean, how long do you want to do this?
I want to do it as long as I'm capable of giving the people something that they want to see, to bring a little happiness into their life. I make sure we don't discuss politics. We don't discuss religion. We find out what it is that entertains those people, what they want to hear, and that's what we bring in.
Troy wanted to ask you why Las Vegas is so special, so ask him.
Yeah, over the year, what's make Las Vegas so special? You've been here so long, and you've entertained so many millions of people throughout the years. And also, with Vegas hosting the first Super Bowl, I mean, how special is that for you to be a part of this?
It is so special because those are things that never, ever crossed my mind growing up here because, well, for example, the first 2 championship teams we had one was the ladies basketball and the other would be a hockey team. And when it's 120 degrees here in the summer, the last thing you think about is hockey. But now, of course, that has all changed as a result of the Golden Knights and the people who live in this town are the people who made it what it is. They're people who are service trained. They want you to have a good time here. And so the town has changed, as you enumerated so many times. And luckily, the people have changed with them, but they're still service oriented. They love people. They want them to have a good time. And they're there to help whenever they can. And they made sure I didn't get in trouble and I didn't get on the wrong path and those kind of things. So I will always be grateful to them.
First of all, having a quarterback in the game is probably the excelsior of representing athletes, because this game will take one player or a couple players who have great performances and turn them into household names. And so they'll transcend the narrow genre of football fans. But we use Saturday afternoon it'll be my 37th Super Bowl party. And we're raising money for Special Olympics. Last year we did the homeless. And then we're going to have a poker tournament celebrity with Jamie Gold and Phil Hellmuth. And also a esports competition, Dave. Michigan's going to play Michigan State.
We are going to team up and try to make a difference, especially for youth, because I think that's one of the biggest pushes that you're trying to do, is to educate our youth and give them those opportunities that they wouldn't have otherwise without your efforts.
Well, what you're trying to do with role modeling is trigger imitative behavior. So I'll give you an example. I represented the heavyweight champion Lennox Lewis in boxing, and Lennox cut a public service announcement that said, "Real men don't hit women." That could do more to trigger behavioral change in rebellious adolescents about domestic violence than 1,000 authority figures ever could. So you're trying to use the celebrity of football and of all sports to make a difference in the world in a positive way.
I would like to bring in someone that's near and dear to everyone in the United States, all over the world, thanks to Kathy Ireland Worldwide, as being, an actress, a model, so many unbelievable things. And Kathy Ireland is joining us remotely because she's en route. But Kathy, it is so great to have you on the Geary, Stein and Stevens show.
Oh my goodness, thank you. It is so exciting to be with you, and congratulations on the Geary, Stein and Stevens show. Amazing.
I know you know football a little bit, as we show a clip from your movie back in the day. Here you are as a kicker in Necessary Roughness, and again, working with some great actors, Scott Bakula. I think Sinbad was in there. So what are your memories of this movie, and just such a great thing for you to do at such a young age?
Well, thank you so much. You're so kind. That introduction was so kind. I tell people I'm not an actress. I've got the movies to prove it. However, Necessary Roughness was so much fun to work on. I played a kicker. They put me in football camp for 2 months, and I did have a stunt double, but I did make a 30-yard line kick. So that was exciting. And today it's a privilege to serve on the board of the NFLPI. Just to work with these players and help bring opportunities. And so I am en route, and I am going to be heading out to Las Vegas. We have a board meeting tomorrow, and then the Super Bowl game. It's so exciting. My husband, Greg, who is the only ER doctor who is also a commercial fisherman that I know, we're coming out there.
All right, I'm going to put you on the spot, and not in a bad way, but I know you do things because of the love you have for people and this world. But, you've given millions of dollars in your organizations to Toys for Tots. I mean, you don't have to keep giving. So what is it inside of you that makes you continue to make so many people's lives inspired and changed for the better?
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, there's certainly been times when I've felt overwhelmed by needs that are so much bigger than me. Yet I also recognize that it's a blessing to be exposed to opportunities that are bigger than me, to work with amazing people. I mentioned Sean and Dana Stockel of Yourhometv, just wonderful leaders who are doing, everything possible to make a difference in this world. And that's what inspires us. One of our business sectors in fintech is Ireland Pay. It's our credit card processing. 51% of our profits go directly to nonprofits that are very well vetted. And that makes it exciting for us.
Hi, everybody. Dave Stevens here, coming to you from my Airbnb one last time from North Vegas. It's been a great week. We've tried to give you so much coverage. In fact, Troy Geary is out on the field right now talking to 49er and Chiefs fans. Troy, what do you got going on out by the stadium?
Thanks, Dave. We're live at Allegiant Stadium. Super Bowl is within minutes. And, we had a chance to talk to some 49ers and Chiefs fans. We're going to have updates throughout the day. But earlier today, I had my prediction, 27-23 Chiefs, and a late touchdown by the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes and Rashee Rice. But earlier today, we had a chance to talk to fans from both teams, and here's that clip. We're outside Allegiant Stadium with a couple of 49ers fans. We got some Cardinals fans. We got everybody here. What's your name, sir?
Harrison Clark.
Where are you from?
Well, I'm from Four Corners, New Mexico.
Okay, and obviously you're a 49ers fan. What do you think? You got a game prediction for today?
I think we're going to take it.
Patrick, Dave Stevens with the Disability Channel. Most valuable bungler and MVP in 1 year. It's got to be great. But you guys had some burps during the season, and I'm wondering if that's when you really had to become a leader in this team and what you did during those ups and downs to bring this team back together to have the success last night.
Yeah, I want to take the credit, but honestly, it was everybody. I knew it was going to turn around by the way the guys worked. I mean, whenever stuff got tough, especially in that like receiving room and offensive line or with me, everybody came to work that next day and let's get that extra work in. Let's do those extra things. And when you see that, you know it's going to turn around. And our defense kept us in it all year long. And I knew our offense was going to turn because how hard guys were working every single day. And when you work that hard, usually good things happen. And so it just happened to happen right at the perfect time. And we got that momentum going into the playoffs and obviously got to win the Super Bowl.
And of course, Troy, we couldn't have had so much fun if we didn't have great sponsors that believed in us. And I think the hit of the entire week was these amazing cell phone chargers that were donated by Serendipity Yacht Cruises and Events. So thank you for sharing all the celebrities like that. And of course, our friends with our new cigar company.
Yeah, La Frentel Zen. Oh my God, I need
La Franzatal. Anyway, if you go to the website, this graphic will show you. Go to their website, lafratelanza.com. 20% off using that code GSS show. And great love, of course, from Fresh Clean Threads. And of course, we continue to MyBookie.ag. They must have cleaned up from that overtime. I mean, I can't believe a lot of people bet on an overtime. And of course, we did make our Taylor Swift over. So I think some of the people involved in our group even made some money.
Yeah, I cashed out a couple of tickets just prior to coming in at the FanDuel Sportsbook. But yeah, the over-under on Taylor Swift was 9. I think it was 13. So some people collected some money on that if you were bet on those weird prop bets. But yeah, MyBookie.ag. I mean, they had a big week last week, and now the baseball season around the corner. So keep betting.
All right. Well, that's going to do it from here. We're going to go catch some Suns basketball, hopefully a victory for my hometown boys, and let Troy see maybe a little hockey tomorrow. The Minnesota Wild are in town, so that'd be ironic if you get to see the Wild play against the Arizona Coyotes. But we're going to continue to give you the greatest guests. Again, follow us on all social media platforms. Watch us on Yourhometv and Roku. And again, thanks to everybody for the love. For Dave Stevens, you are
Troy Geary.
Watch and follow the Geary, Stein, and Stevens Show.
Thank you for watching the Geary, Stein, and Stevens Show from Super Bowl 58. You can watch all of the episodes at yourhometv.com or download the Yourhometv app on Roku. Follow the boys on all social media and podcast apps.